Gabor Maté is a well-known psychologist. He's done a lot of work on trauma. He's internationally respected on that front. And he also is a Holocaust survivor. So let me read a little bit of this. I'm personally a Holocaust survivor as an infant. I barely survived. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz, and most of my extended family were killed. I became a Zionist, this dream of the Jewish people resurrected in their historical homeland, and the barbed wire of Auschwitz being replaced by the boundaries of a Jewish state with a powerful army. And then I found out that it wasn't exactly like that. That in order to make this Jewish dream a reality, we had to visit a nightmare on the local population. There's no way you could have created a Jewish state without oppressing and expelling the local population. Jewish Israeli historians have shown without a doubt that the expulsion of Palestinians was persistent, pervasive, cruel, murderous, and with deliberate intent. That's what's called the Nakba in Arabic, the disaster or catastrophe. There's a law that you cannot deny the Holocaust in Israel. But in Israel, you are not allowed to mention the Nakba, even though it's at the very basis of the foundation of Israel. I visited the occupied territories, the West Bank, during the first Intifada. By the way, Intifada just means uprising. So I know a lot of you hear the word Intifada, or not a lot of you. You guys are the cool guys, but a lot of people hear the word Intifada and just think it means terrorist, McTerroristy. Terroristy, wristed terror, McTerrorism. That's what you hear every day. It just echoes in your head every time you hear Intifada, but it just means uprising. He says he visited the occupied territories. He said, I cried every day for 2 weeks at what I saw, the brutality of the occupation, the petty harassment, the murderousness of it, the cutting down of Palestinian olive groves, the denial of water rights, the humiliations. And this went on. And now it's much worse than it was then. It's the longest ethnic cleansing operation in the 20th and 21st century. I could land in Tel Aviv tomorrow and get citizenship because a Jewish Holocaust survivor gets citizenship, I think, immediately if you say you want it in Israel. I could land in Tel Aviv tomorrow and get citizenship. But my Palestinian friend in Vancouver, who was born in Jerusalem, can't even visit. Can't even visit. So then you have these miserable people packed into this horrible, people call it an outdoor prison, which is what it is. You don't have to support Hamas policies to stand up for Palestinian rights. That's a complete falsity. You think the worst thing you can say about Hamas, multiply it by 1,000 times, and it still will not meet the Israeli repression and killing and dispossession of Palestinians. And anybody who criticizes Israel is an anti-Semite. That's in quotes. So anybody who says that if you criticize Israel, you're an anti-Semite, is simply an egregious attempt to intimidate good non-Jews who are willing to stand up for what is true. I thought he summed it up perfectly, summed it up better than I could. And although I've been to Israel twice, I have not seen the occupied territories, and he has. So he has a lot of more knowledge on that front as well. And really important to hear what he has to say on that.